Hello, my name is Suryadip Singh Gohil and I am currently an intern at Virtually Testing Foundation. Today I am going to present a PPT on red team versus blue team concept. So let's begin. So let's see what is the red team versus blue team and how can we define that. In a red team versus blue team exercise, the red team is made up of offensive security experts who try to attack an organization's cybersecurity defenses. Then the blue team defends against the response to the red team attack. So, model after a military training exercises, this drill is a face-off between two teams of highly trained cybersecurity professionals, a red team that uses real-world adversaries, tradecraft in an attempt to compromise the environment, and a blue team that consists of incident responders who work within the security unit to identify the response to the intrusion. Red team versus blue team simulations play an important role in defending an organizations against a wide range of cyber attacks from today's sophisticated adversaries. These exercises help organizations to identify points of vulnerability as it relates to people, technology, and systems, to determine areas of improvement in defensive incident response processes across every phase of the kill chain, build the organization's first-hand experience about how to detect and contain a target attack, develop response and remediation activities to return the environment to a normal operating state. So, what is red team? In a red team, in a red team versus blue team cybersecurity simulation, the red team act as an adversary attempting to identify and exploit potential weakness within the organization's cyber defenses using sophisticated attack techniques. These offensive teams typically consist of highly experienced security professionals or independent ethical hackers who focus on penetration testing by imitating real-world attack techniques and methods. The red team gains initial access usually through the theft of user credentials or social engineering techniques. Once inside the network, the red team elevates its privilege and moves laterally across systems within the goal of progressing as deeply as possible into the network, exfiltrating data while avoiding detection. What is red teaming and why does your security team need it? Red teaming is the act of systematically and rigorously but ethically identifying an attack path that breaches the organization's security defense through real-world attack techniques. In adopting this adversaries approach, the organization's defense are based not on the theoretical capabilities of security tools and systems, but their actually performance in the presence of real-world threats. Red teaming is a critical component in actually assessing the company's prevention, detection, remediation capabilities, and maturity. Now, what is blue team? If the red team is playing offense, then the blue team is on defense. Typically, these group consist of incident response consultants who provide guidance to the IT security team on where to make improvements to stop sophisticated type of cyber attacks and threats. The IT security team is then responsible for maintaining the internal network against various type of risks. While many organizations consider prevention the gold standard of security detection and remediation are equally important to overall defense capabilities. One key metrics is the organization's breakdown time, the critical window between when an intruder compromises the first machine and when they can move laterally to other system on the network. So basically, what's the difference between red team and blue team? A red team is a simulated adversary attempting to identify and exploit potential weakness within the organization's cyber defenses to identifying an attack path that breaches the organization's security defense through real-world attack techniques. While blue team is an incident response consultant guide, the consultants that guide the security team on where to make improvements to stop sophisticated type of cyber attacks and threats, leaving the IT security team responsible for maintaining the internal network against various type of risks. Red team versus blue team skills that are required. In a red team skill set, a member of a red team should have these following skill sets: a deep awareness of computer system and protocols, as well as security techniques, tools, and safeguards, strong software development skills in order to develop some custom made tools to circumvent common security mechanism and measures, experience in penetration testing, which would help exploit common vulnerabilities and avoid activities that are often monitored or easily detected. Social engineering skills that allow the team member to manipulate others into sharing information or credentials. The blue team skill sets. The blue team's job is equal parts prevention, detection, and remediation. Common skills for the blue team includes that a full understanding of the organization's security strategy across people, tools, and technologies, analyze skills to accurately identify the most dangerous threats and prioritize responses accordingly. Hardening techniques to reduce the attack surface, particularly as it relates to the domain name system as well as DNS, to prevent phishing attacks and other web-based breaches technique. A keen awareness of the company's existing security detection tool and system and their alert mechanism. These are some examples of red team activities. Penetration testing, in which a red team member attempts to access the system using a variety of real world techniques. Social engineering tactics, which aim to manipulate employees or other network members into sharing, disclosing, or creating network credentials. Intercepting communication in order to map the network or gain more information about the environment in order to circumvent common security techniques. Cloning an administrator's access card to gain entry to unrestricted areas. These are the blue teams exercise example, which are performing DNS research, conducting digital analysis to create a baseline of network activity and more easily spot unusual or suspicious activity, reviewing, configuring, and monitoring security software throughout the environment, ensuring perimeter security methods such as firewalls, antivirus, and anti-malware software are properly configured and pop up to date, employing least privilege access, which means that the organization grants the lowest level of access possible to each user or device to help limit lateral movement across the network in the event of a breaches. Leveraging microsegmentation, security technique that involves dividing perimeter into small zones to maintain separate access to every part of the network. What are the benefits of red team and blue team exercises? Through the red team and blue team exercises, it is possible for the organization to identify misconfigurations and coverage gaps in existing security products, strengthen network security to detect targeted attacks and improve breakout time, raise healthy competition among security personnel, and foster cooperation among the IT and security teams, elevate awareness among staff as to the risk of human vulnerability which may compromise the organization's security, build the skill and maturity of the organization's security capabilities within a safe, low risk training environment. So, thank you. That's all, and goodbye.